Hi, my name's Leslie Iddison, and I'm the Regional Training Manager with Clarins Canada, and we're going to share with you 10 things you need to know about sun care this summer. So when you're looking for a sun care product, my number one tip is to choose a product that you love the texture of. Choose something that you really enjoy putting on and that is still a nice, pleasurable experience for you. The number two thing I consider is looking at the activities you're going to be doing throughout the day. Are you going to be outside for an extended period of time? Are you going to be doing any sort of sports activities? Are you near water? Are you down south close to the equator? Are you in the north? Those types of things are also you're going to want to take into consideration when choosing the correct SPF. The third thing you'd want to consider is looking for a product that indicates that it's broad spectrum, meaning UVA and UVB coverage. So on any package you'll see labeling for UVB and UVA. What a lot of people don't realize is that the different types of UV rays are causing different damage in the skin. So the number four thing to take into consideration is not only the SPF level, but the amount of sunscreen that you're physically using. And this is one of the things that a lot of people don't take into consideration or think that they're using the right amount, but they really don't have quite enough. The head-to-toe dosage, the amount that you should be using for a head-to-toe application, is 1 fluid ounce or 30 milliliter, which is about the amount of 1 full shot glass, which is actually quite a lot of product when you think about it. The number five tip that I share is application advice and getting the tricky spots that a lot of people forget about. So my advice is to apply your sun protection before getting dressed, especially if you know you're going to be spending an extended time in the sun or a long time outside. You want to make sure you think about the areas like the back of the neck, which we often forget about, the sort of joint between the arm and the underarm area, always of course higher areas on the face, the bridge of the nose, the tips of the ears. For people that have a higher hairline, you want to make sure that you get the top of the forehead and even the top of the head if you're going to be outside for an extended period of time. You should be considering your reapplication of your sun care product every 2 to 2.5 hours. So making sure that after that 2 to 2.5 hour mark, you're doing a good generous reapplication. So number 7 tip would be to try choosing a multi-purpose product or something that's offering you multiple benefits when you choose your sun protection. An example of that would be something like our dry oil spray. This is great for the body and it's really going to enhance the glow of the skin, but it's also excellent for the hair. If you, of course, want to prevent any sunburn on the top of the head and the scalp, but also it's going to help to seal in your color, prevent color from lightening if you do color your hair, or from pool chemicals or just excessive UV exposure changing the hair color that you have. This is really going to help to lock in and seal your color and protect it from fading. Number 8 tip, consider that UV rays are not just coming from above you, but also the surfaces around us reflect quite a great amount of UV as well. We all know about reflection from water, so you want to be extra careful if you're boating or if you're around water for the day. Other surfaces, such as even grass, have a 15% reflection rate as well. So that's why you're not just exposed to UV from above, but also from all the surfaces around you. When you have excessive sun exposure, a lot of us know that it can be very drying or dehydrating to the skin. A good quality after sun product is going to rehydrate, soothe any feelings of irritation if you have had too much sun exposure. It's also going to prevent your skin from peeling. It's going to prolong your tan, make your skin look more supple and more smooth. And of course, you're going to have that great antioxidant protection as well. And finally, number 10. If you do want to have a little bit of a bronze glow or a really nice healthy tan for the summer, the best recommendation is to use a great quality self-tanner. And a couple tips to make sure you have a perfect self-tan. Number 1, of course, you want to exfoliate beforehand. And I always recommend leaving some space, about a nice 8-hour break between exfoliation and application of your product. That's going to really allow the product to absorb more evenly into the skin. After you exfoliate, you want to moisturize, because when your skin is well hydrated, your self-tanner is going to glide on nice and smooth. Step number 3, of course, you want to apply a generous amount of your self-tanner. Most people tend to use a very small amount because they're nervous or they think that it's going to be too dark. But if you're using a small amount of product, this is probably where you're going to occur having some streaks or not have an even application. So that's it. Now you're ready to get outside, have a great summer, and stay safe under the sun.